ladies and gentlemen, Aaron John here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It is match preview time. We're back. Now, I did promise I was going to put some content out during the international break, and I'm unfortunately not been able to deliver on that promise. So I do apologise for that. I've just had a lot of busy days. I've just not been able to fit anything in time. It's just one of those things that happens. But we are back. Match preview, Lincoln City. Now, before we get started, guys, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video, and let's get straight into this one. So, obviously, Lincoln City are going to be interesting opposition. Now, of course, we do have a lot of injury concerns going into this game. Couple of positives, quite a lot of negatives. Injuries really aren't our best friend at the moment. So, the positives, first of all, Alowu should be fit enough, Bostock should be fit enough, and probably one of the biggest positives of all of them, John Taylor will be back. That's a positive. But now the not so good news. No Okunabiri. No Gardner. Maybe not Barlow. No Hawula. No Roshan Williams for 6 weeks. No Cameron John for 3 months. No Ben Close this weekend. Should be back hopefully against Burton. Hawula, I'm not too sure when he's back. Hopefully it's against Bolton. Matt Smith suspended for a game because of the 5 yellow cards from the previous one. You tell me what's positive from that. Absolute jack. Absolute jack. And in fact, I've actually got the full list of injuries and the spells of injury we're looking at here. So, Okunabiri will miss 4 months. Cameron John will miss 3 months. Roshan Williams will be out for at least 6 weeks, but he was out anyway with a suspension with the 5 yellow cards as well. But he's out for 6 weeks with an ankle injury. He was probably mistreated at the start of his rehab around February or March time, says Richie Wellens. He don't want to go into too much detail, but it'll be about 4 months. He may be available for the last 9 or 10 games, but he's been out a long time. That is basically what was said about Okunabiri. John is going to be another 3 months. He's more or less got the same injury we had 3 months ago. And, you know, bear in mind, and I'll say this for a fact, I was sat next to Cameron John when I was watching the FA Youth Cup match against Rotherham United under-18s this week. And even he said to me, he wasn't going to be back this month. I can tell you categorically he wasn't going to be back this month because he said it to me personally. You know, and now it's revealed publicly. I knew it for a couple of days beforehand, but now it's out there. He's going to be out for 3 months. He's not going to come back this month. It's going to be the new year. Williams would have been suspended, but is sidelined for the remainder of the year. Alowu's past fit. Bostock's past fit. Close will miss this game, but he should be able to return against Burton Albion next weekend, which is obviously better news than it could have been. John Taylor will play some part against Lincoln, having recovered. He will not be drawn on to whether he will start or whether he's ready to start matches. You'll see by my predicted lineup in the top corner, I don't think he's going to start. In terms of other players, Aidan Barlow will train today, or maybe has trained today for the first time since injuring his foot in the FA Cup to Scunthorpe. Likely to be in the squad this weekend in some capacity. Gardner and Hawula won't be involved. Hawula could be back for Bolton. Wellens thinks he'll be back for Bolton, but he won't be fit for Saturday. And Matt Smith is obviously out through the suspension. So taking all that into account, obviously we're not going to have a lot of players, and we're probably predicting 1, maybe 2 under-18s to be on the bench, whether that's Kulea, Will Hollings could be in there. I mean, if we're predicting 2 under-18s to be on the bench for this game, I would go with Kulea, and I would go with Owen Scattersgood. He scored the goal in the Youth Cup match, and I thought he was a dangerous presence up front. I think he looks really good. So I'd go with Scattersgood and Kulea if we're looking for 2 attacking under-18 players. But look, having a little look at Lincoln before we go into that predicted lineup, I mean, where are they in the standings? They're 15th, so not as good as last season at this stage. They've scored 20, they've conceded 20, they've got 20 points. They love the 20s, don't they, Lincoln? 5 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses. Looking at the last few matches, I think again, I mean, 1-1 draw with Shrewsbury after that, before that win against Bowers and Pitsea in the FA Cup. Then before the Shrewsbury draw, they beat Wigan 2-1, drew with Sheffield Wednesday 1-1, lost to Wimbledon 1-0, beat Charlton 2-1, lost to Sunderland in the EFL Trophy 2-1. Drew to Plymouth 2-2. That was a good result for Lincoln, especially against top of the league. Yeah, I just feel like Lincoln's had a very mixed season, a very inconsistent season. But with the amount of bodies that we've got injured, it's a real opportunity for Lincoln City to really go at us from minute 1 to minute 90. But let's go into my predicted lineup. I've gone with the 4-3-3. So I've gone with Dalberg in goal. This is pending the international players being back in time, which they should be back because Rovers did post on the social media yesterday on the Thursday that they're back. So Dalberg in goal. I've actually gone with the back four of Horton, Olowu, Anderson and Noyle. I think give Horton a chance. Give Brendan Horton a chance. I want to see Rowe playing further forward. I don't think John Taylor's going to start. So play Rowe further forward and give Horton a chance. That's my predicament here. And put Olowu into centre-back and let's see that Joe Olowu and Tom Anderson partnership. Midfield 3 of John Bostock, Lyric Hassani and Ethan Galbraith. Now the reason why I've gone with Hassani is, again, I think it's time to bred some of the youngsters a homegrown academy talent in this first team squad. We've got nothing else to lose. We've got absolutely nothing else to lose. Some of the first team performers haven't been good enough. We've got a load of injuries that could be hitting double figures. Put the kids out. Put some of the kids out. Horton, Hassani, Kulea off the bench, Scattergood off the bench. Bring the kids in. And this is the advantage of having an under-23 squad. This is one of the advantages of having one, but we don't have it. And it still infuriates me to this day that, you know, I saw the positive side of it, but now I see the bad side of it. We need an under-23 squad. We need something that's going to bred the under-18s into the under-21s or 3s, and then something that's a connection pathway between the senior squad and the under-23 squad. In my opinion, we need an under-23 squad, but financially, could we do that? It didn't sound like it. So, what the hell's going on there? No clue. But this is the advantage of having an under-23 squad, a pathway towards the senior squad that's not straight from the under-18s. And this gives a pathway for Kulea, for Scattergood, for Hollings, for Luke Chadwick, for Alex Fletcher, for Jack Raper, for all of them. All of them that are good enough. Absolutely 100%. Galbraith obviously starting. You know, I expected that. And I think Bostock will be fit enough to start as well as Olowu. But again, Hassani, like I said, put some of the kids out. Horton, Hassani, start them. Put the kids out. Rowan Vilker on the wings and Dudu up front. It's the best we can do in the attack for now. But I swear to God, we need new signings in January. I do not give a flying one about budget excuses. I don't care about financial excuses. Whether it's free agents or loanees, make the right recruitment. Get the right players in January. Because if we don't make the signings that we desperately need to keep us alive this season in the league, then we're down. If we don't make the right signings in January and results don't get better, we are going down this season. I just think 12 months ago we were nearly top of the league. We were a point away from being top of the league 12 months ago. And in that in the space of 12 months, we lost Darren Moore, We collapsed at the end of last season, and now we're fighting relegation this season. That doesn't just happen overnight without a massive reason. And injuries being down to luck and being blamed for luck by the manager, by other people. Even I'm now looking at it and saying, come on, it's not luck now. Something's going down medically that we need to sort out. I don't care whether you have to sack your head physio and replace him with a new one. Something medically is not going right at Rovers for people to be coming in and going straight back to the treatment room. Either they're very injury-prone players, or our medical staff needs a serious look at themselves in the mirror and think, how can I improve in my role? I'm not being harsh, I'm not being blunt, I'm telling you how it is. Because these injuries are not down to luck anymore. There's something seriously wrong here. And it's going to really affect our season. But also, what's going to really affect our season, like I said, is the January transfer window. If we do not bring in a holding midfielder, at least one, an attacking midfielder, at least one, a winger, at least one, maybe even a backup right back in case Charlie Seaman gets injured again and Cal Noel gets injured or suspended. And we need a striker. If we don't get at least 4, maybe 5 transfers this January, and most of them have to be permanent deals. I don't care whether it's free agents or not. If we don't get at least 4 or 5 deals done, and most of them permanent, I think we're going down. I don't like to say it before it's mathematical, but if we don't make the right signings in January and the right amount of signings in January, then we will get relegated. It's as simple and as brutal and as harsh as that. Because we are proving this season that we're not good enough to stay in this league. Some of the performances this season, we deserve to go down. Some of them we got unlucky with the result. But some of them we deserve to go down after those results. The 4-0 against Charlton, the 6-0 against Ipswich. 2 that stand out almost immediately. But we need 3 points on Saturday. We desperately need 3 points. It's got to be 3 points or nothing. 3 points. We can't sit back for a draw with 10 minutes to go. We can't be happy with a point. We've got to get 3 in this one. In fact, these next games, we've got to get 3 points. Nothing is acceptable other than 3 points, in my opinion. Anything other than 3 points is unacceptable for me. And again, like I said, we can't use injuries as an excuse anymore. The players on the pitch have got to perform. If not, go. Seriously, just go. It's as simple as that. But there we are, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And for now, my name is Aaron Chandler from Forever Football, DRFC, keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full time. Riverside die. Thank you very much, and I will see you all at the Keepmoat Stadium on Saturday for the match. Let's hope we get the win.